Well, many years ago, Frank, when I first knew Frank, he said, I love the movie Mutiny on the Bounty, and he said, there's this piece that we've got to do in the middle of it, when all the islanders, the captain is coming through on the ship and all the islanders are singing this beautiful choral piece. But obviously that choral piece is not typically European and Christian. It's a different type of choral, and that was what was so interesting about doing this piece for this album.
It's actually it's the love theme with Marlon Brando, and they are kind of, they're in the bushes making out or whatever, and this song is playing.
No, it's a bit when they come into the island from the sea. That's when they're singing in the distance.
I think I have to watch the movie again, but I believe it's that is the love theme, and maybe it's repeated throughout the movie. But whatever, it's my favorite movie, yes, of all time, and this is the most haunting melody, and the chord structure is also so amazing because it's like totally unique. It's just always a half-tone step, and it always changes from minor to major chords. It's just gorgeous. I never heard any song like it, and I thought it was genius. And I think we then had lyrics with it and so on, and I think Sarah did an amazing job. This is, I think, my leading track on the album.
It was a way of when I was doing the vocals of trying to keep it have a very natural sound to it, because you have to take care of your soprano, not to overdo something, not for it to sound overtrained, for it to sing as if you're just singing in the wind, which is kind of on the beach, by the sea, that sort of feeling about it, that very easy feel. And it's also a very natural voice.
It's also one of the tracks where I can't think anybody else doing it like you do. It's just so fitting for your voice. It's perfection. No, it's a piece that is by a young English composer, Patrick Hawes, and I don't know, accidentally stumbled over it. I thought it's an instrumental piece, and it's like
instrumental piece with choir.
No.
I remember it with choir.
No, we put a choir on top of it.
Ah, okay, all right, okay.
That's not again.
No. This is what people like to see. Actually, because it's the truth. You can see was very much Frank's choice, and I was dubious about it because I said, sometimes it's difficult with orchestral pieces or pieces that aren't written for voice to really make something of it. And so this was one of the ones I wasn't so sure about.
True.
But Frank was, and now I love it. So. It works. It's beautiful. Very simple.
Yes.
But sometimes simplicity is the key.
The problem really was that the melody is very, very, very gentle and very simple, and it was like a challenge to kind of
well, they're the hardest to do and sing often
exactly
as well.
And to find the right lyrics for it and the right lyricist. And actually, we went through several sets of lyrics until David Zippel nailed it.
Yes.
And David Zippel also did on the Timeless record.
Powder track.
He did No One Like You.
Yes.
Exactly. And I thought,
which he originally wrote for that movie Powder anyway.
Exactly. So
and it had similarities, didn't
correct.
it? Yes.
Both pieces sound a little similar. They're not the same kind of style, but somehow I don't know.
They're filmic.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're cinematic.
Yes.
And that's why when I heard the track, the original instrumental, I thought this is like totally up our alley and it's perfect for Sarah. It is a beautiful song.
It's a Christian piece. We needed one in there.
It's a gospel piece.
A gospel piece. It's because the album is called Hymn, and it's that feeling of songs which are uplifting, and we just felt that this one was the perfect candidate for this album. The writers.
Yes, it's also an interesting piece because I never heard it before. I just by accident stumbled over it and realized that in the American Christian music scene, the song has been done like 100 times by all kinds of singers. But it originates actually from very close where Sarah was born in the south of England. It's a writer called Matt Redman. He wrote that song, and it's very, 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 very known in America as one of these gospel pieces. And the writer actually is, lives where you were born.
Yes, it was great fun recording. We used a local Los Angeles choir, and they came in from their church, and
they all knew it.
And they all knew it, and they all sang it, and it was very joyful, the whole thing, wasn't it? It was fun. They brought their kids. We had lots of pizza. We donated to their church. It was nice. It was a good one to do.